Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Before I begin, don't forget to join my Discord server called Luke10's Hangar. I plan on joining weekly, so if anybody wants to fly together, we can make that happen. My Discord server is linked down in the description below. Today I'll be flying out the Dornier Do 335 A-0. The Do 335 was nicknamed Pfeil, that's arrow in German. The A-0 series were the pre-production aircraft, and they represent an important phase in this development of this design. The Do 335 was designed by Claudius Dornier, a pioneer in German aviation. The Do 335 design began in 1942 with the first prototype, the Do 335 V1, taking its maiden flight in October of 1943. It had a push-pull engine configuration, one engine in the nose pulling and one in the rear pushing. This allowed for twin-engine performance with single-engine aerodynamics reducing drag and increasing speed. The Do 335 A-0 aircraft were primarily built for testing and evolution before the type entered full production as the A-1. The A-0 had two Daimler-Benz DB603A inline 12-cylinder engines. The Do 335 had a top speed of 474 miles an hour, that's 763 kilometers an hour, making it the fastest piston engine aircraft of the war. The Do 335 A-0 had two 15mm MG-151 cannons and one 30mm Mk-103 cannon. The Do 335 A-0 was also one of the first operational aircraft to feature an ejection seat due to the danger posed by the rear propeller in emergencies. The A-0 was rigorously tested and pilots praised its excellent handling, incredible speed, and good visibility. However, the aircraft's complexity made it difficult to maintain, and the push-pull configuration required careful engineering to avoid overheating or vibrations in the rear engine shaft. Despite its promise, the Do 335 came too late in the war to make meaningful impact. Allied bombing of Dornier factories and logistical challenges severely hampered production. Only about 10 to 12 Do 335 A-0s were completed. After the war, several Do 335 A-0 aircraft were captured by the Allies. The Americans sent some to Wright Field for testing. One Do 335 A-0 was shipped to the U.S. and eventually ended up in the Smithsonian National Air and Space Museum, where it has been fully restored and is now on display. That's all for the history lesson. I hope you enjoy the combat. Right now I'm just trying to climb as high as I can so I can boom and zoom some people. The Do 335 really doesn't climb very well, and it's also not very maneuverable. One thing that it can do very well is go very fast. This aircraft will outrun pretty much anything at its battle rating. Right now I'm flying in a trio and we see an enemy Typhoon below us. We definitely want to take him out. I may not be flying the best aircraft at this battle rating, but we just want to show you what good coordination can do. If you have good coordination, you can definitely win games. My teammate Honors in the BF-109, he's not going to fully commit the head-on. That's a great decision because the Typhoon really has some good guns. I'm going to come in from above, and because the Typhoon's still turning in towards Honor, I can get a good shot off on him. He finally sees me and tries to dive down. That's not going to work, I'm entirely too close, and I take him out. And also, if I were to miss my shots, I have my teammate Adam up above me in the P-38 that probably could have gotten some other shots off on him. And then immediately after the kill, I'm going to climb back up to altitude. I'm always going to be looking around me, being aware of all my surroundings. Thankfully, my teammates are actually doing some work and killing the enemies pretty quickly. So now is the time to dive. We see this P-51 getting swarmed. He gets his wing ripped off. I check the scoreboard, see that they got severe damage, so I'm going to take the kill. If you see that your teammate got severe damage and you take the kill, you both will get the kill. And then immediately after the kill, once again, I'm just going to climb back up to altitude. I'm always going to be looking around me, being aware of all my surroundings. Right now, there are 3 people left on the enemy team, and judging by how many tons of bombs they have dropped, they're probably all bombers. One of the enemies is this B-26 off my left here that I want to definitely try to kill. I just want to make sure that I don't stay behind him for too long, because I know that he has back gunners. He's hurt right now, and I'm going to take advantage of that. He's diving down to me, so I'm just going to look above and in front of me for any enemies coming down on me. I don't see anybody, so I'm going to engage. The more and more he dives and turns away from me, the chances are his back gunners aren't going to see me as well. Thankfully, I'm able to hit him there. I'm just trying to fire in short bursts here. He keeps turning more and more into me here. I'm going to hold the trigger down, and I'm able to take him out. And then once I get that kill, I see that there's a lone A-26 off my right. I'm definitely going to go for him. I definitely want to be very careful of his back gunners as I get super close to him. I fire at him there. Adam starts firing at him there too, which is great. I'm able to hit him. He fires his back gunners. Unfortunately, he hits everything critical of mine, and then I lose one of my engines. I'm just going to try to get back to the airfield here. I definitely got a little bit greedy there and I got a little too close, but that's still kind of ridiculous with how much he hit me. It's not like I was behind him for 30 seconds, and then thankfully he goes down and crashes into a mountain. Thanks to the push-pull engine configuration, I'm still able to get back to the airfield pretty quickly. Even on one engine, I'm still pretty stable for the most part. And then as I'm diving back down to the airfield to make an emergency landing here, we got Honor off my right trying to escort me back in. We pop smoke and this is a nice flyby. I hold it off here, and I just let it come down. Now I'm thankfully back on the ground. I just took off, and thankfully Honor was able to kill the last guy, so we win the game. Thank you everybody for watching, and I hope you enjoyed my video. If anybody has any suggestions on what aircraft they want me to fly next, please leave them in the comment section down below, and I'd be happy to fly that aircraft.